some rosemary that we can just place on his casket and we can send him on his way. All right? So we join here today to mourn and to honour a departed loved one, to pay tribute to their achievements and to celebrate the life they have shared with us. In the presence of death, we do stand awkward and ill at ease, for death is a well-known stranger whom we recognise but we do not wish to know. But death is not a thing in itself, but a stage in the journey of life through which we all must pass. It may come swiftly and catch us unawares, or slowly with leaden feet. But death comes to all who live, and in so doing heightens our awareness of this one we know and love. Today let's share what we know about Maui. Let's comfort one another as we face our loss, and let's farewell Maui, surrounding him with our love and our tenderness. Think of me as one at rest. For me you should not weep. I have no pain, no troubled thoughts, for I am just asleep. The living thinking me that was, is now forever still, and life goes on without me as time forever will. If your heart is heavy now because I've gone away, dwell not long upon it, friend, for none of us can stay. Those of you who liked me, I sincerely thank you all, and those of you who loved me, I thank you most of all. The answer to life's riddle in life I never knew. I go with hope that now I will, and even so will you. Oh, foolish, foolish me that was, I who was so small, to have wondered, even worried at the mystery of it all. And in my fleeting lifespan, as time went rushing by, I found some time to hesitate, to laugh, to love, to cry. Matters it now, if time began, if time will ever cease. I was here, I used it all, and now I am at peace. And I think that's really true for Maui. He is at peace now. Now, I don't know a lot about Maui at all, so we're going to have to do a bit of sharing between ourselves and to tell a little bit of his story. Jack, I think he was living with you and Meg, that's right, for 14 years of his life, is that right, as a youngster? Do you want to start off?
Oh yes, I'll just recap some of our what actually happened with Maui. We were living in the North Shore at that time in Tall Bay, and we don't mind me sitting down.
No, you stay. That's fine then.
And contacted by us in those days, social welfare, I guess it was, to know whether we'd actually had a. Did we have a foster child? No, we didn't have another one at that stage. But asking us if we'd like to look after Maui, and we said yes. And we went and collected him in Birkenhead at the Gables. Funny enough, that's where I was born there, so it was a bit unusual there. Anyhow, we picked him up and he was 2 there, and he was shy and sort of, and the main reason I think that he was there was because he had a problem with his bronchial, was it? Yes, and he had a problem with his lungs and that there, and my wife had to give him physio almost every day there. So just a few notes, and from there we got him involved in the in the local kindergarten there on the shore there, and yes, the place was called the Gables in Birkenhead. No, it's still in existence there, and he went to kindergarten, and then because of my job, we went to Rarotonga. Now this was very unusual in those days for a foster child to be allowed out of New Zealand. In fact, I think he was one of the first that they let us take him with us there. We did have another foster child by then, and he had to stay. Well, he stayed behind. Anyhow, we went over to Rarotonga there, and Maori, well, he just was like one of the locals there. He fitted in very well there, and we were there for 6.5 years, and we got Maori involved with it. He went to the school there, the primary school in Avatea there, and he got very involved with the expat kids and the locals there, and we members of the sailing club there, and we managed to take him to Disneyland. We went to Disneyland from Rarotonga there. He remembered that because he was pretty young at that stage there. And then we came back to New Zealand after that, and I got a job in Christchurch. It was a bit of a shock to the system from moving from Rarotonga to Christchurch in the middle of winter, and that's the time of the year there. Maui got involved in various things. I went to Cobham Intermediate School, and he also played rugby for a local team there. And then again we moved again. We've had a pretty busy life there, and went up to Wellington, and this was after 3 years. And he went to we lived on the Kapiti coast there, and he actually went to Kapiti College, and he joined their Kapahaka there. We found out accidentally some time later that he'd actually wagged a few of the sessions there. So that would be Maori there. But anyhow, so we had him there in Wellington for quite some time. Then he was 16. He went down to stay with his auntie and uncle in Dunedin, way down there, and we sort
at the age of 16.
Yes, he was 16. Yeah, and we kept in touch with him occasionally, but gradually, I think, lost touch with him. Although I did actually text a year ago, his birthday, which was at the end of this month, a year ago there, and he did get back to me. And of course, what he said was, "Who's this?" That was his reply. I said, "Happy birthday, Maui," and he came back and said to me, "Who is this?" So he'd obviously lost my cell phone number there. So yes, we've had lots of memories and that with him there, and we were very shocked to hear about his passing away the other day. Just by sheer luck that I noticed it, and of course I knew that his father's name was Moko Moko, and he also went by his mother's name, McLean, it was, and then his grandmother's name, McCory, was it there? As well.
Whole string of names.
And he also went by our name as well.
Yes. Good stuff.
When it suited him, so I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or bad thing, actually. Yes.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Jack. That's good. Good bit of history there. So what did he do work-wise? Do we know?
He worked for, was it a road gang in Dunedin, I think. He didn't, because we last saw him, he wasn't working, he was still at school and that there, so no, I couldn't tell you much about that.
All right. What else do we know about Maui? He's a lovely man. Yeah, a lovely man. Okay. What are some words you'd use to describe him as a person?
Crazy.
Crazy, funny, yeah, okay.
Nutty.
Weird, does somebody say weird, yeah? Nutty, okay, so a bit of a character all round, was he?
Always hungry.
Always hungry,
Very loving.
very loving. Sorry?
We have a feeling being straight to beat.
Okay, all right, okay.
He wore many hats.
Wore many hats, he wore many, well I think this for the AKA thing, he's obviously got lots of names and he wore many hats, yeah, good,
He
good.
was a big party boy.
A big party boy, yep, yep, yep.
Changed every 10 minutes.
Sorry?
Changed every 10 minutes.
Oh, he changed every 10 minutes, okay.
He was working for something like Vodafone or the mobile number of phone people at one stage there.
Okay.
I guess I call that now.
He's got a-
Some
he's
friends
been
met
around
him,
a bit,
some of
hasn't
our
he,
friends
really,
met
by
him,
the way?
yeah.
Travelled a lot, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Did you want to say something? No, the pastor.
Oh, you, Auntie.
Sorry? Just let the family? You can greet the family by all means. Yes, by all means.
Kia ora koutou ki whānau tēnei wā, no reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, angia te kia koe, ki te aroha, te koutou make, ngā rui mata, mātutia ki koutou, tēnei wā, no reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Today I just come to support Aroha and Shannon. Sadly, really, Shannon couldn't make it today. But I want to say to the family, it's a blessing to be here with you all, to support you. And just listen to a little bit of Maui's history, the people that brought him up. My wife and I have been with Sis for 33 years, and we had a little bit to do with Maui along that line when he was down in Wellington. He came to Sis care during that period.
Yes.
And we were working with Maui during that time. So apart from that, knowing his sisters that I've known for a little while now, I've had a little bit to do with Maui. Today, to say to him that he's in a better place, his suffering is over, and he's laying in peace and rest now, and I think that's a good thing when you suffer. So pray that the Lord will be merciful upon his life, and do you be just to him. And yeah, that's all. To say to the Father and friends, kia kaha, kia mai, kia mana wa nui ro te te ariki o i kuraiki. Tō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.
Anybody else want to say anything at all?
I'll say, good everybody, my name is Bruce. I work at an organisation called Body Positive, and Body Positive looks after people who live with HIV and have all sorts of problems and occasionally need help. And I first met Maui, I suppose I met him through other friends really, who used to come in to us. We have lunch every Friday, and of course there's nothing more embracing and inviting for people to come in and say hello when you're offering them a free feed. So we would meet him that way, and we slowly got to meet some of his friends, and then I suppose the next thing I had was a call from the hospital saying Maui wasn't so well. He'd made a decision that he wasn't going to take pills, and he wanted to get things in order. He seemed to be pretty organised about what he wanted to do and what he wanted to happen. So he made it clear to me that once his body stopped living, he wanted to go straight to the crematorium. And I want to say now, Maui, an apology from me, because this is too important for the family and for the whānau and for those people that have loved you, Maui, and that you may not have thought about that at the time. But it's a time when people can say goodbye and see you off on the rest of your journey. And I wanted to say from all of the people at Body Positive, I have seen nothing but aroha and love around for Maui, and it's so important that he takes that with him and he goes off in that on his journey. So kia kaha, my friend, and we will see you on the other side.